Hello, my name is Jeff, and I am an addict, a candy addict. Hey guys, welcome to Walking the Candy Aisle. Today, we have a very serious review of Popeye's Candy Sticks. That's right. Once upon a yesteryear, these were, in fact, Popeye's candy cigarettes. And now, they're just Popeye's Candy Sticks. Oh, guys, this is an interesting one. It is post-Halloween 2015. These are still products that you see around. It's true. They're around. They exist, at least in some countries. In other countries, candy cigarettes in all shapes, sizes, and forms have been banned. In fact, where I live in Canada, you cannot legally call something a candy cigarette anymore. But in the olden days, you sure could. Candy cigarettes actually were invented in the late 20s, early 30s in the United States. And it's funny, the early versions of candy cigarettes were really, they looked a lot like regular cigarettes. They even saw some of the old packaging, the old candy cigarettes, like you had like Marlboro and Acmel instead of Marlboro and Camel. They like the packaging mimicked real cigarette brands. And then in the 1950s, after the very first reports about cigarettes being not being good for you came out, there immediately started to be some backlash. Obviously children were never allowed to just go and buy cigarettes, but because smoking wasn't considered really a particularly bad thing, it wasn't a big deal. These are candy sticks. They also used to make candy cigarettes out of bubble gum. But mostly it was just like a hard sugar stick. Sometimes they would have actually sugar, like powdered sugar on it, so that you could kind of puff on it, like and blow the extra sugar, and it would be like smoke. Now they used to have also have sometimes a filter here even. When I was a kid, I don't remember seeing these too long, but when I was first starting to get candy in the early 80s. I mean, I would have been just a couple years old, but these were still called candy cigarettes, and I'm pretty sure they were still available. Nowadays, these are, of course, candy sticks. Popeye is a lifelong smoker. Popeye, with his pipe there, is a well-known brand, of course, from a long time ago. I'm not actually sure how old Popeye is. He's got to be about 100 years old, though, I bet. Popeye the Sailor Man. Of course, he gets his power from his spinach, but he's always smoking a pipe, that guy. His old corn cob pipe, right? I think it's a corn cob pipe. It sure looks like a corn cob pipe. He seems like the kind of guy who would have that. Let's see if this one blows. Nope. No. So, I thought that they made these still that they had powdered sugar on parts of them. So they would put a little powdered sugar on this end, and then you could kind of blow on it, and the powdered sugar would puff out the end, and it would really look like smoke. I certainly remember having some of those when I was a kid. But it makes you want to. It kind of looks like a cigarette, right? So this is the appeal for children as well as the concern for parents. Is this really an appropriate candy product for children, and what is it telling them? I don't know, guys. I was a smoker actually for years and years, but I can't say for the life of me that candy cigarettes were to blame for it. I would say probably more, TV, movies, and my peers. But that's okay. I don't smoke anymore. I just eat candy. And let's try this Popeye's candy stick. Obviously, you can bite it. Oh, I forgot to mention, while these sometimes have a marshmallow flavor to them, they oftentimes have a banana flavor. And that's what this is. It's a banana flavored candy. Yeah, I know. Weird, right? Remember last time I had a banana flavored candy? Thinking about what an odd choice it is. And then again, thinking about how odd it is that there are so many fruit-flavored candies, strawberry and raspberry, and a lot of berries, I guess, but not very many banana flavors. Since the 90s sometime, bananas overtook apples as the most popular fruit in North America. Interesting, it's got this like chalkiness to it, right? It's like a chalk sugar. I don't know how to explain it. It obviously looks like kind of like a stick of chalk, but It's got a powderiness to it that just kind of breaks apart in your mouth. It's not unpleasant, certainly to eat, but it's a lot softer than you might expect. I would say it's just barely too hard for me to just crumble between my fingers. Just barely too hard for me to do that. It's also a very small, compact little unit. So, I put this in my hand, and I know it's obviously smaller, thinner than a cigarette, but it makes me want to hold it like a smoke, right? It just has this thing. Popeyes, as far as I know in Canada, I think that these are sold in the larger packages, maybe, but I only ever really see these at Halloween time. And this is post-Halloween when I'm reviewing this, so my kids got these in their bag. Because it's Canada, obviously, we have the French on it, in their treat bag. Only 3 candy sticks in that. I guess this is this is for Halloween, so you don't need a lot, but what is that? Is that just 2? And there's only 2 in this one. Oh well, whatever. Doesn't matter. I took it out of my kid's bag anyway, so they are not going to be having these. I know, terrible. But that's okay. They don't need to have candy cigarettes or candy sticks, whatever you call them. I think that, honestly, like, the candy itself is fine. I don't know. I don't want to get too, like, political here. I guess, especially as a ex-smoker myself, I gotta say, like, I don't think these are really going to encourage kids to smoke. But that said, like, they don't need it. This is not a necessary product anymore. There's nothing super special about this. Why don't you just package this slightly differently and then have a weird banana, candy? What if it was just like a lozenge shape or something? I don't know. I mean, like, I feel like you could take this exact same candy and just reformat and rebrand. Honestly, guys, I know there was some talk about trying to get a Popeye animated movie off the grounds recently. From one of my favorite animation directors, but that kind of fell apart, and I think that's probably for the best. I think that Popeye is a brand that has just lost its way. It's too old. I can't see how it could possibly connect to kids these days. I don't know. I just don't know, guys. Nothing about this is super appealing in terms of the way it's presented to me. There's nothing essential about it, right? Like, there's nothing alive that's going to pop, it's going to grab me. So while I don't have anything seriously against it, this is not a necessary product. And if it bugs people, then whatever. Like, I have no vested interest in keeping this product afloat. I don't see any reason why you should go out and buy the Popeyes candy cigarettes. It is interesting to have a banana flavor candy. That's about it. Like, it does have a unique kind of texture and consistency. And being banana flavored is something. For the play value, yeah, it's probably not great, but I don't think it's terrible either. I don't think we need to get all like up in a puff about it, right? Anyway, that's my take on it. Walking the candy aisle, I'm going to rate the Popeyes Candy Sticks. I'm going to rate them a 3 out of 5, a low 3. I think that this branding and form factor is just old-fashioned and really just doesn't suit today's times. No one wants candy cigarettes. I mean, they just don't. I don't know. That's just the only way I feel. That's the way I feel about it, okay? You guys let me know what you think in the comments below, though. Let me know if you have fond memories, I don't know, of having candy cigarettes when you were a kid. I seemed to like them when I was a kid. I remember that, and I thought that it was kind of neat that I could make it, like, puff out, like smoke. But, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Sorry, I guess I'm a little mixed emotionally on the cool candy cigarette front. You let me know what you think in the comments below. Is this a good idea? Is it a bad idea? Do you want to see more candy cigarettes? Maybe we should see candy alcohol. But it's not that crazy an idea, guys. Like a little fifth of candy vodka or something. Anyway, I don't know. I would like to try that. Okay, I'll talk to you guys next time. Have a good one and, stay safe. Bye-bye.